Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17
and Greyshot151 here.
And today for Kaiju Review, we are reviewing Invasion of the Astro Monster, aka Godzilla vs. Monster Zero.
Yes, when a new planet, Planet X, is discovered on the outskirts of Jupiter, a scientific expedition is sent to investigate the planet, only to find alien life and a familiar foe. Can Godzilla and Rodan vanquish such evil, or are there more mysterious, nefarious plans going on for the planet and Earth itself?
Okay, so here's the thing. This movie is an extension of Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. Itself, from what I recall, a good movie. We haven't checked it out yet.
We have not done the Kaiju review yet.
So we have no opinion on it. But that being said, this movie has Ghidorah from that movie being more imposing, at least from my mind.
Yes.
And this movie to being kind of a semi-villain. I mean, like, Godzilla literally ground pounds him and, like, makes him retreat.
Yeah.
And then the next fight he does at the end of the movie, they destroy a lot of stuff, but then when they actually fight Ghidorah again, once again, he gets pushed back pretty quick.
Yep. I
was surprised about that. But that being said, this movie also attempts to have more of a human plot, similar to how Ghidorah was, but
this
as
one,
invested.
Though, this one is a if the best way to describe Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster,
yes,
from again going memory alone, is the whole movie is Ghidorah's movie.
Yeah.
And it's his presence shakes the entire film, like Godzilla 2014. Godzilla's presence shakes that movie.
Yeah.
But in this movie, it's the aliens and space travel and the astronauts that shape this movie, and Godzilla and King Ghidorah are just kind of like afterthoughts.
Yeah.
And it's weird having a Godzilla movie where Godzilla is like the subplot and not like the main threat.
Yeah, because it's one of those situations where it's just like, I mean, like, Godzilla and Rodan are in it, but it takes a while for them to be in it. And then it's like, all right, there's a lot of destruction. Can we see something else? It's weird. It's not necessarily bad. It's just not great. Also, I think this is one of the first movies that has stock footage, I think.
No, there's the other movies that have stock footage used in it, but this one
is more predominant, I would say.
I guarantee you in Ghidorah, there's Rodan sequences in it as well. Because there's some nice shots in Rodan, but like,
yeah,
there is
one specifically of him jumping off the building. Love.
There's
a
lot of problems with stock footage, but there's also a lot less monster action. Like, yeah, and there are massive points in the movie which are just glossed over, like the Earth seemingly surrendering to like three alien spaceships that are like the size of a few buses. Like, they're not large.
This is like the first big alien invasion.
For
Toho.
No, Mysterians.
Well, I mean, in the Godzilla, yes. Because Godzilla essentially is captured. Godzilla is captured with Rodan to go to fight Monster Zero, but turns out to be a ruse for then the aliens to use Godzilla, their pet, or their own Monster Zero, aka King Ghidorah, along with Rodan, to then conquer the world. The problem is that it's pretty apparent that A, they don't like loud noises, and B, they can cut them off using this magnetic waves thing, which, all right, sure.
It's kind of like in War of the Worlds when they have their weakness.
This one is 2.
This one, it's 2 weaknesses. We've doubled it.
But that being said,
it's like they don't amount to much. Like, they're weak to loud shrieking noises and magnets.
That being said, there are actual human characters they try to develop, and
it doesn't work.
Okay, it's flip-flop. You have a toy inventor that makes this loud, piercing sound toy, and he wonders why no one would buy it. But then the aliens buy it, and you're like, why would they even promote this thing? If they left him alone, there would be no, like, literally, no one would have any idea.
It's like a troll. If you don't feed it, then it goes away.
But no, they fed it, and they got mad. They captured him, and then he's like, and then they accidentally stumble upon it, and they're like, oh, that's why they captured you. Also, they keep capturing people. Just shoot them. Yeah. Just kill them.
That's usually the qualm in like Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Why kidnap? Just murder. It's so much easier in the.
But then you have this joint like American Japanese astronaut going into space. And
United Nations-esque also. There's that flag that has all 3: United Nations, Japan, and United States.
Yeah, and while the Japanese actor, there's nothing about him. He doesn't really care much about his brother. I'm sorry, his sister's fiance.
That's really his only personality.
But that's the only thing he has.
Because
he has some light talking with his American cohort, but that's about it. There's not much to him. And then the American is, he does actually have a subplot. The problem is
like a love that disappears and getting revenge. There's something there, and you can tell the actor's like acting.
He's trying.
He's trying, but again, it's a very cheesy movie that he's in, and he's not given much. Also, the astronauts were just given into like military. They're basically like the high ranking. They can just walk into any military area. They can also apparently the scientist, the other guy, the Japanese one at least. Apparently he's also super scientist guy because he creates the magnetic thing in like 3 hours, and it's just like you were never shown this, but okay, I guess you're super smart too.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, I get what
you can see the building blocks of alien invasion movie in this movie, as this being the first movie, but you can also see where they overemphasize, because there's some cool sets like Godzilla, Rodan, Ghidorah fighting on Planet X. Really cool.
This happens like 2 seconds, but it's interesting.
The sequence where they are flying away from the planet and you see them on the you see Godzilla and Rodan looking onward, like realizing they're being left alone, which by the way, completely justified. Up to this point, they have done nothing but murder, and they've done one good thing. It'd be like if Jack the Ripper...
Rodan's had, like, a sympathetic story.
Rodan, yes, but Godzilla, no. Well, even Rodan, it was sympathetic by its mate dying and it sacrificing itself to die as well. It's a cool motive, but still, they've murdered tens of thousands of people, and they have only done one good thing in their entire lives, which is kill Ghidorah, which was gonna destroy the world. That's the one good thing. And there's this somber moment when you see them leaving, and you're just like... You'd be like if Jack the Ripper and Ted Kennedy, or like the two mass murderers who saved the life of a this poor innocent person, are they being left on a planet? You hear this somber music. It's like, I don't think this works.
I mean, sure, they just killed I don't know, Jack the Ripper or something like that.
They killed super murderer.
Yeah,
like
they
Jason.
killed super murderer. But
they killed Jason.
Yeah, but it's like, great, they're still murderers, so we're just gonna leave you.
Yeah.
And again, I do think the American has some good quips with the Japanese actor, again, the astronaut, and that. But there's other situations where it's like they walk into a military closed off area and they're like, we're astronauts, and they're like, okay, they let them in. It's stuff like that where it's like, okay, this is a 60s movie.
Or it's just a hard cut of him going to this place. It's like world in chaos, cut to destroyed building, and you're just like, wait, what happened?
No, the question,
what's going on?
The question is this movie entertaining? And it has some interesting plots and it has some interesting stuff.
I would, though, counter that it is slow. Unless you're really into sci-fi.
Yeah.
We got through this because we were expecting way more... We were kind of expecting more monster action, and we were expecting different things. I was expecting way more cheese to this, which didn't happen.
But also, I have to give the movie... it has the Godzilla's infamous meme of him jumping up and down and doing that.
Yeah, because they needed to fill time, and they were like, well, we could
add... Have you jumping down? Victory dance.
Yeah.
And then also, you know what? That's probably going to be a Fortnite dance, probably. Next up, we have actually interesting sci-fi with, again, the Xalians using water, which is never talked about. I mean, it would be interesting if they talked about it, but I guess it's supposed to hint that place can't sustain them for too much longer. There is some interesting intrigue to them. There's a bunch of cheese to them. I mean, they're literally pale guys wearing sunglasses to go across. Again,
or he's getting tanned. There's
he's getting tanned because
they're super pale. Yeah. There's some stuff like that. Again, pretty funny.
Oh, and then you have the Incredibles guy.
Oh yeah, that guy that looks like the boss from the Incredibles movie.
Yeah. But again, the soundtrack is good. The effects are pretty good. I like the Godzilla suit. King Ghidorah and Rodan look great. Most of the footage that they use with the monsters look pretty good.
Yeah, but it's in short supply.
The UFO is pretty nice.
The set design and that kind of stuff. It's cheesy 60s stuff, but it's still okay, this is Alien. It's kind of cool. But so overall, I would say.
And then the Xalian human base, that whole house situation. I kind of like that. And they had some nice, good moments where I'm like, oh, it's like when the boat gets destroyed. They're like, it's like, hope they think it's us. It's like, yeah. Glad they didn't know it was their own men.
Yeah,
and it's and you see this red smoke, so it's like, they killed a lot of their own men.
Boy, their men just got vaporized.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it has a lot of nice little moments. But overall, I think this movie is generally lacking in monster action, lacking in the human characters, lacking in the insanity, I think, of Ghidorah. Which, when we do that, I think, looking back on it now, I think we should just went in order. I'm thinking about, after all the movies and stuff we've seen.
I don't know. It's kind of nice to mix things up.
Okay. But yeah, no, I think this is going to be and I think the reason why Ghidorah is in such a light is because I think Monster Zero tried to focus on the space elements.
It also tried to have a more human effort that the previous movie did. But the problem is, this human story, it felt rushed. There are certain areas where it just cuts to stuff, and you're like, what happened here? Some of the characters don't get developed. You wish there was more, like, developed.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
What?
Reminds me of the anime trilogy. In regards to they were like, focus on this and have the monster action just in the background.
This is done way better than the anime trilogy.
No, what I'm saying is there's one thing really focused on.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing that's not. And it feels like the sci-fi elements and those elements were really pushed in this movie, especially Nick Adams. They were like, we have an American actor.
Yeah.
We're going to focus on the human stuff, focus on these kind of elements.
They did focus on the Exilians, though. I did like that.
They do, but there's also a moment where they evilly laugh as the humans leave the planet. So there's like...
Again, it adds personality to them.
True.
They have a lot of personality, I would say, in just little touches.
Yeah,
but in any
which
case,
2004 Godzilla Final Wars definitely takes. But either way...
where would we rank this? I think it's an okay movie.
I'd put it below Godzilla's Revenge.
No, don't even start this shit.
Are you okay? Are you done?
God damn it. But anyway, the thing about this is the movie is okay. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a sharp departure. The fights aren't that interesting, but some of the human plots are just enough to where I can at least say it has some intrigue to it.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's just okay. In any case, what's next on our list?
Rodan, the original.
Okay, so that should be interesting. We actually see some of the footage that was mentioned in this.
Yes.
And I have a feeling it's going to be better than Godzilla's Revenge, and hopefully we can get that.
Oh, Rodan, I actually think I think Rodan's going to hold up pretty dang well, if I recall that.
I thought this was going to hold up well. I thought it was going to be at least above Mechagodzilla.
Oh, no. I knew this movie was going to be cheese and not good. Because there's a reason why everyone remembers Ghidorah and everyone remembers... Okay, think about this. Why do you think that after this movie...
There's some scenes
they go so hard from sci-fi...
Yeah.
To we're on an island. And do you want to know why? Because I don't think the movie did well. And they were like, okay, we need to change it up. Let's have Godzilla on an island. Go.
Okay. But in any case, that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Greyshot17.
And Greyshot151.
And we'll see you all next time.
Later, guys.
Again, when I first saw that title, I'm like, is that...
Henry G. Saperstein.
Is that Harvey Weinstein? Is he tainted our Godzilla movies?
He's not... No, he's not that old.
Wait, in 1964 they give him $100,000?
Yeah, you're set for life.
That's like millions in today's time.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it is. It's
yeah.
Probably $1 million or so. Yeah.
Yeah. They brought a gun. Do they expect to fight spit? You know what? Never mind. It's what? If this is
they did fight Ghidorah the 3 months, so they know there's like.
Are we under fire?
Guys, look at that. No atmosphere. Just.
So I'm just making sure, in First Man, he carried a gun with him, right? Neil Armstrong had a pistol on the moon? Okay, just want to make sure. We will stay here.
Again, for 60s alien... Oh, there we go.
Oh, no, I've been to these places before, mostly in Germany. Wow, he was in an interesting position. I really hope that's...
He literally was sitting on the bottom of the lake with his tail between his legs. Oh, yeah,
definitely... What the hell? When this happened?
Yeah, remember when they were watching the monsters get taken?
She literally walked up with all the military there. Apparently she's fine. Taps his shoulder, being like, hey, you want to bang? And she's like, alright, fine. There's literally Godzilla floating in midair from a UFO with a UFO delegation right down there. But you know what? It's cool. We'll bang real quick. Where's your... Wait, that's it? That's the whole fight?
Rodan did jack shit.
Rodan threw a rock.
Also, Godzilla is now taking in memes in 1960s.
Oh, God. Godzilla just body slammed him, which was great.
Yeah.
But that was fucking quick.
Yeah.
And how long have we been watching this? Like 40 minutes?
Yeah.
So we watched Ghidorah come in, fire a couple of lasers.
Uh-huh.
And then literally 30 seconds of fighting, which has a memorable moment. I'll give it that. But that's it? The boss that was in the first Incredibles movie shall be the best.
Oh my God,
ever.
He is the boss, except he's taller. He's shrunken over the years.
Kill it! Destroy it!
Oh my God.
His tongue.
Super advanced aliens have key and locked door, of course. Again, 3 spaceships and a house, and 3 seizing monsters.
Hello everyone, before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Ace, Delta, Joey, JP Vaal, jrchicklis, Milam, Ollie, Onlyplayapples, Pyroshark, Rifle, sgtMcPain, Streakingwookie, WhiteHotD, Aaron Yee, Jordan Savat, Leo Lou, Nathan, Angus, and Tim. Thank you all for your amazing support. You guys are incredible. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you all next time.